Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of our weekly market outlook. All right, so in this outlook, what am I going to look at? I'm going to look at five pairs as we always do, which is Euro USD, Gold, GBP USD, GBP JPY, and Euro JPY. Okay, so let's go into the market and find out what we are going to be expecting for the coming week, starting from Euro USD. All right. So with Euro USD, I'm very bullish on Euro USD as I've been always bullish. So what am I expecting and what am I seeing for this week? So this week has been a very what should I say? Not a very good week at all because there was a lot of consolidations on these following pairs. We mostly look at. So there were a lot of consolidation on Euro USD, Gold, GBP USD, and then GBP JPY and Euro JPY. All right. But then on the smaller time frame, we had a lot of opportunities where you could enter some sells and buys on the 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and then 30 minutes. All right. So let's just hope this week we don't get that much consolidation, which I really hate because I like swing setup. So when I get a swing setup, yeah, I'm kind of very happy. All right. So what are we expecting for this pair, which is Euro USD? So on daily, this is what I see. So I'm very bullish on Euro USD to this particular supply zone. Okay, we have a very nice supply zone here. And why am I expecting that? So I see some form of what? Fair value gap. Okay, so if we zoom in, we are going to see that there is this very nice fair value gap right here. All right, so we have this very nice fair value gap here, which I'm expecting the market to what? To fill. All right, so let me just use a different color. So let's say we have this colors. So I have this colors here, and then not only that, I'm expecting the market to clear out this equal what's high. So there's this form of liquidity here. So on daily, that's what I am expecting the market to fill up what this liquidity. And as you can see, I think the market is approaching there to clear out the liquidity, trade into our supply zone. Then we get what? Our sells in the market. So on daily, that's my main reason why I am looking for what buys in the market. But then what are we seeing right now? We can see the market reacting to this particular supply. So we can see the market trading in the supply zone. Okay, so the market has been consolidating here for some time now. Yeah, I think the whole of the week the market was just consolidating here, which was giving us a reaction to this particular zone. So what are we expecting? All right, even though I'm expecting bullishness, depending on what will happen here for the week, even though I'm expecting bullishness, maybe we can have the market giving us something like this, where it will come down more before it goes up. So we can have, let me just give a scenario in the chart. So we can have the market giving us something this week like this before we come up, and then we trade down. So any of this scenario is possible on the daily. But then let's go to the 4H or the other lower time frames and let me see what I'll be expecting. So all right, so last week, if you remember, I was expecting what? A break of structure here. Let me just take this one out. So I was expecting a break of structure here, the market trading into this particular what? Demand zone. Then we get our push to the upside, and we had exactly the same thing. All right, so we had exactly the same thing, and I know some of you actually took this opportunity, right? So we had the market trading into our demand, okay, and then we had a push to the upside, the market coming. Okay, so yeah, this is what we had for Euro USD for the week. Now what am I expecting? What am I expecting? Now, as I said, the week was so much full of consolidations. Okay, we had a lot of consolidations here. Now for this consolidation, what will I be expecting? Now let me just delete this here, and then let's see what we'll be expecting for this coming week. From what I see on 4H, the market has created some form of what? Liquidity right up here. So we have liquidity up there, and then we have what? Liquidity down here. All right, so from what I'm having, depending on what, since the market is also in a particular what supply zone, the market can decide to trade down before going up. Okay, and what will I be expecting? What will I be expecting? Now, before I continue, when we have a bullish market, the market creating higher highs, higher lows, something like this. Okay, now this is what we have our swing low right here. So let's say we have a swing low, we have a swing high. Now before I will consider the market changing its whole trend or its whole character, I'm expecting the market to break this particular swing low, give me some moves like this. All right, so that's why I'm very bearish on this market until I get a particular change of character or this particular pattern forming. Then I will be sure that the market is trying to change its trend or change its character, as someone called chalk. Yeah, most people know as chalk. So that's what I'll be expecting. So where is my swing high for this particular pair? So my swing. So there's my swing high. Okay, let me just go with the swing high first. So this is my swing high. So I have my swing high right there. Then I have my swing low right here. Okay, so I have my swing low right there. Now the reason why this is my swing low is after we had this low, there was an impulsive move to break this particular structure on the 4H. So before I am going to be bearish on this pair, okay, I'm going to expect market to break this, trade something like this before we get our move to the downside. Okay, so with Euro-USD, I'm not going to rush on this pair. I'll just urge everyone to wait, look at what is going to happen for the week, and then we anticipate our sells or buys in the market. So on 4H, this is what I'll be expecting, or either way, I'll be expecting markets to go up, come down, and then we get our push to the upside. All right, so because we have a lot of consolidations, we have markets creating liquidity up and down here. So I'm not really going to rush into this trade since it's still consolidating on 4H. But then I believe when you go on the lower time frames, like 15 minutes, 5 minutes, you get some opportunities. Okay. Now when I go on the 2 hour, 1 hour time frame, yeah, I see some form of another demand zone here, which I think the market can respect before going up. Okay, since I'm very bullish. So if I don't see any of those things happen, this is what I'll be expecting on the 1 hour time frame. So I'll be expecting the market to trade here. Okay, and this is a very nice zone. Yeah, we have liquidity line right above it. So we have our liquidity right here. So I am just expecting, I'm going to be expecting markets to trade into this zone. Then we get a push to the upside. So these are the scenarios I'm going to be expecting for Euro-USD this coming week. All right, so let's go to our next pair, which is gold. What am I expecting for gold? Now on daily, I'm very bullish on gold as well. Okay, but as you can see, we have gold in a particular zone right here. Okay, so we had these two zones, but then as I said, on Euro-USD, I'm having a very nice imbalance. The same thing for gold. So we have a very nice imbalance right here. Okay, so I'm expecting gold to fill up this imbalance. To fill up this imbalance before we get our move to the upside. So I'm expecting gold to fill up that imbalance. Now on 4H, what do we have on 4H? So once again, last week I was having these two levels here. So I was expecting markets to trade either into this level or this level. And what did we get? We had markets trading right into our zone here. That's our demand zone, and then giving us how many pips? About 360 something pips. So I believe some of you took advantage of this. And then I was expecting a break of structure right here, as I said. So I was expecting market to break structure, then we come down, then trade up. So that's exactly what we had. Now for this pair, I am not going to rush. Okay, I'm also not going to rush. I'm going to wait to see what the market has to do. Either it's going to break up, down, or yeah, before I look forward my opportunities in the market. You don't need to always rush to trade. Okay, you don't need to always rush to trade. If the pair is not giving you a particular setup, you trade. Okay, it's a particular setup you look for before trading. You don't need to trade it. You just need to leave it, let it be there. There's always opportunities. Okay, they will always come. The opportunities will always come. So what will I be expecting? This is so messy for me. This is so messy. But then let's see what we can get out of this. Okay, so once again, I see some nice opportunities for sales if this pair is going to sell. Okay, so as you can see, the market is kind of forming some distribution right here. Okay, the market is forming some distribution right here. So we had the market giving us something like this. If you can see, market forming some form of distribution right here. So this is what I'm going to be expecting. Market to trade right here. Then we get what? Our sales for the week. Okay, so if I'm going to get sales for this pair for the week, gold, we are going to get the market coming into the zone. I think we're going to the, let me just clean up the drawings. Okay, so mark this place. So we have this very nice demand zone here, right? Let me just clean up this. Okay, so we have some form of what? Liquidity right here. So as you can see, we have liquidity right here, liquidity, and then we also have some relative equal lows, yeah, right here. So we have another form of what? Liquidity right here. So any of these moves, and you know the market moves towards where there is liquidity, to just take it out and then move into the actual direction. So this is a very nice opportunity I see in the market. Market's trying to give us something like this before we get ourselves in the market. Okay, so this a sell scenario I have on gold. This is a sell scenario I have on gold. Now, since we are very bullish, we can't do out with only the sells. Okay, so yeah, what am I expecting if we get what? The market coming into our demand zone. Now, which demand zone I'm going to choose? I'm going to choose this very nice demand zone right here. This very tiny demand zone right here. Okay, good. So if I get the market coming into our demand zone, I'm going to get the market trading into this demand zone. So I'm going to get somewhat form of reaction here. Then I get a move to the upside. Okay, so I get a move to the upside. Once again, we have a free Telegram channel where we give updates on this particular setup. We give the actual setups, and then I wish you guys would join and then get more information depending on what the market was. That's on Monday, Tuesday, wherever. Okay, so this is what I'll be expecting for gold this coming week. Now the next pair, which is going to be Gbpjpy-Eurjpy, Gbpjpy-Eurjpy. And then what am I expecting for Gbpjpy-Eurjpy? With Gbpjpy-Eurjpy, I'm very bullish. I have these two zones here. Depending on what happens, then we see what we deal with. Okay, so that's on daily. Yeah, I have this kind of imbalance here. And then not only that, I have this form of liquidity right here. Okay, so I have liquidity right here. Very nice one, which I'm expecting the market to take out, go into this particular supply before we get ourselves. Now let me come to 4H. What am I expecting for this pair? So last week I had 3 scenarios for this pair, right? So I think this was last 2 weeks one. It's played out perfectly as we planned. And then this week, what did we have? I had this level, and this level. Now we had our second level triggered very nicely, and then you made some about 160 or something like that. 160 pips. Okay, so I was expecting a break of structure. Okay, so it had a sweep and then trade down into any of the zones. Then we get our move to the upside, which happened nicely. Okay, so this week, what am I going to be expecting? Since I'm very bullish on this pair, I don't see any sell opportunities right now on this pair. Okay, so I don't see any sell opportunities, but I see what? Buy opportunities. And where do I see them? I see them right here. Okay, so we have this form of liquidity right here, right above our demand. So we have liquidity right above our demand. When we go to the 2H time frame, yeah, so you can see what we have there. So we have this. This is what we have. So what am I expecting for this pair? So I'm going to expect what more buys on this pair. So I'm going to expect something like this. So this is what I have for this pair, which is Gbpjpy-Usd. So I'm expecting buys on Gbpjpy-Usd. Okay. Our next pair, which is going to be Gbpjpy, okay, Gbpjpy, and then what are we expecting? Gbpjpy, yeah, seriously, it also gives some form of consolidations in the market, which I really didn't like, but then good. You can't control the market. Okay, so this is my whole setup for this pair, and I'm expecting this pair to actually clear out this particular imbalance we have right here. Okay, before we get our sells coming, like I'm really expecting some sells here. All right, so last we got where we were expecting. I was expecting the market to trade in this particular demand, but then we had the market coming down, missing by some greater number of pips. Let me see, about 60 pips, and then just consolidating. You can see we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we had 5 days, and you can see all consolidating, right? So with this pair, I actually didn't concentrate on this pairs. Okay, I hate consolidation. Now on 5 minutes, 15 minutes here, you get more opportunities there. Okay, you get very nice opportunities. Once again, I like swing setups. I really like swing setups. All right, so what am I expecting for this coming week? What am I expecting for this coming week? I'm still very bullish on this pair. Okay, since I'm expecting the market to take out, to clear up this, okay, so or to fill up this what imbalance we have right there. So on 3H, what am I expecting? I'm still having this particular zone here. So I'll be looking for this zone for my my buy. So I'm still going to expect that zone for my buy, and I'm going to expect this zone here, right here, for a buy. Okay, so I'm going to expect the market to either come into one of these zones, so we can have something here, or we have the markets coming here. Now let me delete this. Good. So this is what I'll be expecting for this space. This is what I'll be expecting for this space. Now the market can easily go up before coming down. Okay, so in case the market opens and then it decides to go up, then I'm expecting the market to trade here, right here. So on 1H, if you go on 1H here, it really makes sense there. So somewhere here, then we get our sells. Okay, so that's what I'll be expecting for Gbpjpy. That's what I'll be expecting for Gbpjpy. Now our next pair, which is Eurusd-Gbpusd-Xauusd, what will I be expecting for this pair, Eurusd-Gbpusd-Xauusd? What do I expect for Eurusd-Gbpusd-Xauusd? Now for the whole week here, this pair was also consolidating, and as you can see on daily time frame, I'm really expecting this pair to move, fill this imbalance here. So we have this very nice imbalance right here to fill it up, and then we come down. Now what do we see? We can see markets creating some form of liquidity right here. Okay, so we have markets creating some form of liquidity right there, which I am expecting the market to trade into. So trade into the liquidity, come into our demand zone, our supply zone, then we get our sell. Now last week I was expecting the market to come into the zone before we get our buys. So I was expecting something like this to happen, which we didn't have since the market was consolidating for the whole week. This week, what am I expecting? What am I expecting? So I'm going to be expecting the same thing, right? So I'm going to expect the market to trade into the zone, right? So I'm going to expect the market to trade into the zone before we get a push to the upside. Before you get a push to the upside. So that's what I'll be expecting for this pair as well. Now on 1 hour time frame, okay, we have this very nice decisional demand zone here. Okay, yeah, which I think the market can also react to. So we can have the market trading not only into this one, the market can also decide to trade into this level. Then we get our move to the upside. So this is what I'll be expecting for Euro USD. Eurujpy for the coming week. Okay, so I wish you guys all the best for this coming week and trade safely. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, I'll be very happy if you do so, because it really keeps us moving on. It really keeps us giving us giving updates on trades and then making more videos, and that's what motivates us. Okay, so thank you very much, and I'll be very happy if you subscribe.